Joey, the story of a baby kangaroo. A baby kangaroo lived in a shrub forest in Australia. Most of the time he lay cradled in a pouch on his mother's belly. Sometimes when the sun was shining, he stuck his head out. A koala watched the mother and baby. He was glad to see them hop away. He didn't like company, not even the company of other koalas. He preferred to be by himself in a tree and eat eucalyptus leaves. The baby kangaroo had lived in his mother's pouch since he was 3/4 of an inch long. Soon after his birth, he had crawled there. At first, all he did was sleep and suckle his mother's milk. As he grew bigger, he began to stick his head out and sample plants. A baby kangaroo is called a joey. By the time this joey was 7 months old, he could step out of the pouch whenever he wanted to. It felt good to hop around and have a stretch. Riding in a pouch all the time was pretty confining. What's more, there wasn't much room inside the pouch to groom himself or scratch where it itched. The best part of being outside, though, was seeing his mother's face and nuzzling her ear. Like most baby animals, he was very attached to his mother. When he grew tired, he crawled back into the pouch. Then his mother closed the opening as easily as if it were a drawstring purse. It was dark and safe inside. While her joey slept inside her pouch, the mother kangaroo mingled with others of her kind. She was sociable by nature. Not all of the many kinds of kangaroos that live in Australia are. Some are loners. Often she was joined by her last year's baby. He was now half grown and almost independent. Still, he had not yet broken all ties with his mother. Sometimes the two of them set off together to find good grass. Of course, the new joey came along too, asleep in his mother's pouch. On the road, they met other animals. Once they came upon a sangowana. A sangowana is a very large Australian lizard that feeds on birds and insects. Another time they met an echidna. An echidna looks dangerous, but it has no teeth. Echidnas eat ants and termites, which they catch with their long, sticky tongues. When faced with danger, they roll up into tight, spiky balls. When the baby joey wasn't sleeping, he climbed out of the pouch and played with his half-grown brother. Their mother looked on while her two youngsters boxed. Every day the baby joey grew a little, and every day he learned something new. He was very curious and watched what his mother did. He noticed other animals that lived in his habitat too. One day he saw an emu. The emu looked fierce. It was taller than the joey's mother. It had eyes as red as rubies. It looked like it could pick up a baby kangaroo and fly away with him. In one hop, the joey dived headfirst into his mother's pouch. He didn't know that emus don't attack baby kangaroos. Emus can't even fly. Although he was growing bigger every day, this joey had much to learn. He needed to grow stronger too. Some nights he playboxed with his mother. This helped him to develop fighting skills. As a grown-up, he would have to box in earnest with other adult males. He also needed to be alert for danger, especially the presence of dingoes. Dingoes are wild dogs that live in Australia. Dingoes are predators. Unlike kangaroos, they cannot make a meal of grass. They must eat meat. So sometimes they kill kangaroos for food. Other predators lived in the kangaroo habitat too. At night, a tiger quoll came out to hunt, but this animal was no threat to the little Joey. It preyed on small animals, such as this fat-tailed donard. Fat-tailed donards eat grasshoppers. When they've feasted on more than they need, their tails get fat. As time passed, many rains fell. The grass that grew on the fringe of the forest got long. The baby kangaroo learned to eat this lush food. Soon he became almost too big and too heavy for his mother to carry in her pouch. But this Joey was not yet ready to be on his own. He still needed care and affection. Nor was his mother ready to let him go. She still liked to play with him. And so he continued to drink milk from her nipple, which was located in her pouch. Getting all the way in, however, was becoming a problem. Whenever he took a nap, his legs and head stuck out. And if his mother wanted to hop to a new place, she had to tuck him in. Carrying such a heavy Joey slowed her down. Should a pack of dingoes take off after her, the mother kangaroo might not be able to outdistance them. Besides, this Joey didn't really need to be carried around anymore. Couldn't he hop almost as fast and far as his mother? Like it or not, the time had come for him to travel about on his own 2 feet. More important, something new had happened. Although he didn't know it yet, a newborn baby had taken over his mother's pouch. Now he was the big brother.